Welcome to Trending Update USA. I am Stefan, bringing you the latest and most sizzling updates from the world of tennis. Today, we dive deep into the recent buzz surrounding Carlos Alcaraz and the surprising off-season decision he has made that has stirred reactions across the tennis community. But perhaps what's grabbing the most attention is the candid response from Coco Gauff's former coach, who has made his feelings very clear about this unexpected move. Tennis fans, buckle up, because there's a lot to unpack here. Carlos Alcaraz, the young Spanish sensation, has been a force to reckon with on the ATP Tour over the past few seasons. His meteoric rise to the top, combined with his incredible agility, powerful ground strokes, and strategic intelligence on court, has made him one of the most exciting players to watch in modern tennis. Alcaraz's game is a rare blend of aggression and precision, often leaving opponents scrambling to find answers. His off-season decisions, therefore, have a direct impact not only on his performance but also on the landscape of men's tennis as a whole. Recently, reports surfaced indicating that Alcaraz is making an unexpected change to his off-season training routine. While specifics are still emerging, insiders suggest that this move could include changes in his coaching staff, adjustments in his training location, and a new approach to his fitness and recovery regimen. Such shifts, particularly for a player of his caliber, naturally spark debate among experts, former players, and coaches alike. And that's where Coco Gauff's former coach enters the conversation. The coach, who has closely observed the development of young stars including Coco Gauff, did not hold back when expressing his opinion on Alcaraz's choices. In his statement, he emphasized that while Alcaraz is undoubtedly talented, the off-season is a crucial period for mental and physical recalibration. Young players often think that pushing themselves constantly without proper rest or strategy can accelerate growth, but the truth is, smart planning off-season is what sustains a career, he remarked. This perspective sheds light on the delicate balance between ambition and sustainability in professional tennis. Coco Gauff herself has often spoken about the importance of off-season recovery and mental reset. Her former coach highlighted that Gauff's approach to off-season preparation has always been methodical, focusing not just on hitting courts or gym sessions, but on mental clarity, nutrition, and injury prevention. Comparing this to Alcaraz's current off-season plan, the coach expressed cautious concern. "Alcaraz is phenomenal, no doubt, but I hope he's prioritizing long-term health and consistency over short-term gains," he added. This candid insight opens a broader discussion about the pressures young tennis stars face in maintaining peak performance while navigating expectations from fans, sponsors, and the media. The tennis world is no stranger to controversies surrounding player schedules. Past champions have often had to recalibrate their training routines to avoid burnout, injuries, and dips in performance. The off-season, which might appear as downtime for casual observers, is in reality a strategic period where champions refine their games, mend injuries, and prepare mentally for the grind ahead. For someone like Alcaraz, who has experienced a rapid ascent, managing off-season decisions becomes not just a personal choice, but a topic of public debate. The reaction from fans has been a mixture of excitement, curiosity, and concern. Social media platforms are flooded with speculations. Some admire Alcaraz's daring approach, seeing it as a sign of his determination to dominate the upcoming season. Others echo the caution advised by Gauff's former coach, highlighting the risks of overexertion and potential injury. The debate raises an interesting question: should rising stars be allowed to redefine off-season norms, or is traditional structured rest still the gold standard? In his statement, Coco Gauff's former coach also touched on a key aspect of athlete development: the role of experience and mentorship. He suggested that while youthful energy and ambition are crucial, guidance from experienced trainers and former players can prevent costly missteps. "Carlos has the raw talent, no doubt, but the wisdom to pace oneself, to strategically plan the off-season, and to incorporate mental and physical recovery will define whether he remains at the top for years or faces premature burnout," he said. This statement has resonated deeply with tennis enthusiasts, many of whom remember how careers of promising young players have been derailed by poor planning and neglect of recovery periods. Interestingly, Alcaraz himself has addressed the speculation, emphasizing that his off-season choices are made in consultation with his team, including his coaches, fitness experts, and medical advisors. While the specifics remain largely private, his assurance is meant to convey that every step is calculated to enhance performance while maintaining health. Yet, the opinion of seasoned voices, such as Gauff's former coach, continues to carry weight in the conversation. Tennis is not just about winning matches, it's about longevity, resilience, and the mental fortitude to face repeated challenges at the highest level. This dialogue also shines a light on the broader context of modern men's tennis. With a mix of emerging young talents and established veterans, the sport is undergoing a transitional phase. Players like Alcaraz represent a new generation willing to challenge norms, push boundaries, and adopt innovative approaches. Coaches and former players, meanwhile, provide a voice of caution rooted in experience. The clash of these perspectives is natural, but it also ensures that the sport evolves responsibly. Coco Gauff's former coach also made an interesting observation regarding the psychological aspect of Alcaraz's off-season decisions. He noted that young athletes often grapple with intense external pressures, media scrutiny, expectations from sponsors, and the inherent desire to prove themselves. In this high-pressure environment, the temptation to overtrain or deviate from tried-and-true methods can be strong. Mental recovery is just as crucial as physical training, he said. If Carlos doesn't allow himself the necessary downtime, the risk isn't just injury, it's mental fatigue, which can be far more damaging in the long term. This insight underscores an often overlooked dimension of professional sports, where the mind and body must be nurtured in tandem. Fans have been quick to respond to these comments. On Twitter, Reddit, and other social media channels, conversations are buzzing with questions and opinions. Some users argue that innovation and risk-taking are what make Alcaraz exciting, and the sport needs young talents willing to experiment. Others caution that ignoring foundational principles of recovery and strategic planning could have lasting consequences. This dynamic exchange highlights the passionate engagement of the tennis community, and the degree to which fans care about both performance and well-being. Looking beyond Alcaraz, the discussion has broader implications for the next generation of tennis stars. The balance between ambition, risk, and recovery is not unique to him. Young players across the globe face similar challenges, navigating rigorous schedules, international travel, and the pressures of ranking points and sponsorships. Insights from experienced coaches like Gauff's former mentor serve as important reminders. Talent alone cannot sustain a career. Strategic planning, discipline, and holistic health management are equally essential. Alcaraz's unexpected off-season decisions have also drawn comparisons with other top-ranked players. Many seasoned athletes adopt carefully structured off-season routines, focusing on a mix of skill refinement, physical conditioning, and mental preparation. Deviating from these norms can either propel a player to new heights or, conversely, introduce vulnerabilities. The tennis community is watching closely to see which path Alcaraz will tread, and the input from respected voices adds depth to the conversation. As this story unfolds, it becomes clear that the narrative is about more than one player. It is a lens through which we can examine the evolution of tennis culture itself, how young athletes approach preparation, how coaching philosophies are adapting, and how fans interpret the balance between risk and discipline. The dialogue between Alcaraz's ambitions and Gauff's former coach's cautionary advice epitomizes this tension, providing both a warning and a lesson for emerging talents worldwide. In conclusion, Carlos Alcaraz's off-season decisions, while unexpected, are sparking essential conversations about preparation, health, and career sustainability in professional tennis. Coco Gauff's former coach's candid remarks remind us that behind every headline and highlight reel, there is a complex interplay of strategy, mentorship, and careful planning. As fans, analysts, and fellow athletes, we can observe, discuss, and learn from these developments, appreciating the fine balance that makes tennis not just a game, but a test of endurance, intelligence, and resilience. That's all from Trending Update USA for today. I'm Stefan, and thank you for joining me as we explore the latest in tennis news, the insights of experienced coaches, and the fascinating decisions shaping the careers of tomorrow's champions. Stay tuned for more updates. Because in the world of tennis, every move off the court can be as crucial as every swing on it.